Hey y'all, it is Mama Shand, and we are doing a intermission of things on Mic'd Up with Mama Shand because, child, life has been lifing, and I have not had a chance to do the things I need to do with you because life has been lifing, and I want to take a minute. Maybe that's the episode tonight. It's just taking a minute as we settle down for bed and we get nestled in our covers and prepare for an amazing week. I want to spend a few minutes before bed with you as you get ready for your day tomorrow. And by the time you hear this, it will be tomorrow and you will be on your way to work. But I want to talk about change. And I'm going to be very transparent on this episode because it is a spur of the moment episode because I had not planned on doing one with you, only because life has been lifing. Change. I personally do not like change. I don't like change because I get used to something or I've become comfortable with something, and then something happens that changes the trajectory of where I'm going. And when that happens, it stops me in my tracks. I have to reassess and assess my feelings. I have to assess what I'm thinking in order to adjust to this change that I can't fix. And so let me tell you about the changes that have happened since we spoke last. You'll understand why I've been absent. So as some of you might know, I go to Disney every year. And that is my holiday. That is my only vacation out of the year. My mother and I, we are there for 6 days. We go to all the parks, including Universal. That's something we've been doing since I got my master's degree in 2018. And it's been amazing. I love going. And so I had already planned to go, right? And then change happens. Someone else's decisions abrupts my plans. And then it becomes a snowball effect where I start to get angry and frustrated, and I smell a hint of selfishness in the change because I already had plans. This was something that I needed, that I do for myself as the hats that I wear. This is my only time to decompress. So when someone else has another plan for their life, I have to alter mine in order to keep things running smoothly for the rest of the world. Okay? And 3 people did that. And it upset me and it hurt my feelings. It hurt my feelings because their reasonings were their own. Granted, you do whatever you want to do. But they knew what I had coming that was for me, that they could have potentially waited till I got back. But they didn't. And although at the time I was angry and I refused to speak to them, I refused to have anything to do with them, and I still do, it was the best thing that they could have done for me. Because in order for that to happen, other things had to happen. I had to hire a whole new crew. My director went on maternity leave, so I had a whole new crew of people 2 weeks before I had to leave on my vacation that I do every year that everybody knows about. Okay? And in doing that, I was like, okay. They were like, we got this. They gave me all the promises in the world. Remember, we're still talking about change. New atmosphere. My kids had revolving door of teachers coming in and out, and I don't like that. But again, they wanted to do what they wanted to do because that was what was best for them. But the one steady person in all this was me. The person who does not like change. And now I have a whole new crew. 6 people gone in 45 days. Do you know how mind-boggling and earth-shattering that is? But here's the blessing. That group was the best decision because it leads me to where I am now. Change. Change says you have to move and keep going in order for something else to happen. In the middle of that, people were leaving, but we still keep getting calls for children. And I'm like, how in the world is this going to work? How is this going to work? This is not logical. Does not make any logical sense. This does not compute. We are now at full capacity with a whole new crew of teachers that are like, we see growth and we want to go with the growth, right? Me, change, says, I don't like new people. I don't like people coming in and out, revolving door around my kids, just like dads and moms do, boyfriends do. I don't like that. My kids deserve better. But through to that, all those people leaving, we are now at full capacity. People cannot hang around you that can go with your change. People are not meant to go with you when change happens and you level up. Those people that held on to you, sucked life from you, are not going to go with you when it's time to level up. Your leveling up is their drop off. Keep that in mind. And I had to learn that. And actually, this time last week, when I tell you the trepidation that racked my body, I had to hire a teacher. A teacher was leaving in the hospital. Her last day couldn't come. We were going to be at full capacity with only 2 people. All the things that could make a person be like, okay, the state's going to come today. Not only did the state not come, I hired 2 more teachers. Not only that, I have another teacher coming on board. And not only that, I have a waiting list and looking at another space. So we don't like change. It hurts. It throws off our game. It throws off what we believe. It throws off what we think. It throws everything off that made us feel solid in who we are. But it wasn't necessarily about me. Those people could not come with me for this change. Those people would not have been able to appreciate where we are now. And so they had to be dropped off. And so tonight, my mic'd up moment for you, your personal Mama Sean, mic'd up moment is, do not be sad when people get dropped off. We get sad because we want them around. We get sad because we feel they were our anchor. We get sad because they were this, they were that, they were that, they were that. But look at what you were for them. I had someone tell me, I needed you to be my support person. And my first thought was, I'm not your support animal. I'm not your support this, that, and the third. Because I look at, have you been that support for me? The answer is no. So again, people that don't go with you, this is their drop-off point. So drop them off. Yeah, we be sad. Yeah, we're angry. Yeah, we're mad. We're frustrated. But we don't see what God sees. And that's the thing that we forget is God sees. And so where we see on our level, God sees a higher above us. He saw they were going to flake and they were going to leave. Not only did they leave, but they left at the same time. One gave 2 weeks notice, but retracted. One gave 1 week notice. The other one gave a 4-day notice. And when I responded to the 4-day notice with Kay, she talked behind my back and said that was unprofessional. And now she would never be able to step foot in my building and handle what we got going on because we have a whole new plethora of people, a whole new plethora of children. And now I have an expectation that is above her mentality and her skill set. So think about where you're going. Change happens abruptly. Don't be mad when people don't go with you. Don't be mad when the people that you're rooting for or that you thought were going to tag along with you on this journey, you look up and they're not there. They got dropped off. And I'm okay with that because that means you weren't meant to go with me. I put you in a place that you weren't supposed to be. I brought you on this journey that you weren't supposed to be. I did it. Not God did it. I did it. And I'm thankful that all 6 of them got dropped off. One of them, I still haven't heard from her. I don't know. And I'm not airing the business. But on here, we're transparent because A, what is it good to hide? And B, that's how people think, right? That's how people work. That's how people move. Very unprofessional and very selfish and self-centered. And so again, don't be mad when people don't move when you move. When they get dropped off, count it a blessing, child, and move on. It is a blessing in disguise that those women got dropped off. And so tonight, your mic'd up moment is, when they get dropped off, let them go. Let them go. It is not worth your peace. Yes, be angry, be upset, be frustrated, be all the things that you want to be. But when they get dropped off, let them drop. Say adios, arrivederci, au revoir, hit the road, toad. Don't let the door hit you or the good Lord split you. All the little euphemisms you want, and let them go. You cry, get upset. I was angry because I know how I am as a leader. I push, I encourage, I listen. I did all the things. And they treated me like I meant nothing to them. And so therefore, they have no say in who I am and what I am. They have they can never step foot. So let them go. Find your peace, find your balance, pray. Talk to the person that you trust. Let them go. Yes, you wanted them to come with you, but you wanted them to come with you. They were never meant to go with you. They were never supposed to go with you. It's like you forced it when it wasn't meant to be. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself because you're going to make yourself mad and frustrated later. And this is real talk. So it's Monday, a new week, new connections, new collaborations. Go forth and be great. And until next time.